Yo! Video games.
You guys are gonna play this because apparently it runs at 60.
Well, super.
I don't think anything on the system ran at 60 personally.
No, it's gonna be amazing. Watch this, Tim. It's gonna be the best game. Can't wait. That game. Super Vortex is gonna have a special place in my heart from this point forward.
As a fighting game community, we need to spend some more time on those fighting games.
Yeah.
It was a pile of poop.
Virtual experience.
It was a pile of shit.
It's a poop off.
It was a poopality.
Yeah, it's a he pooped off on
And
him.
didn't make the pooping noise.
I thought he was gonna poop on you.
him, right? Or he's gonna like.
I mean, I think that's the idea.
Right. Was there any rules in the FCC, I guess, for like defecation?
No, man.
Press A.
It says press B actually.
B for options.
Oh,
A or
fuck.
C to start.
Alright. Oh,
America, high speed.
Oh my god. I'm not controlling anything. That is all Kenny.
If the next Mortal Kombat doesn't have poopality,
It's gonna be the worst game ever.
that's gonna be that game's a pile of wet shit.
It has to be.
It's gonna be a letdown.
Where is my wet shit?
Super let down. I'd be very disappointed. I need some poopality.
I did say that, you know, these Jaguar fighting games make Mortal Kombat look like wet shit. Little did I realize we would see visual wet shit.
Yeah, right.
And in one of
So
these
here's the
fighting
thing,
games.
Kenny. You press B, and then you get to that screen, you press C. So you keep going back and forward.
He's hurting himself.
Carlo Granados, thank you.
This man doesn't know how to read. Hey,
Oh shit, what?
It's hang
what was
on.
the point? What was the point? What game utilized all of the fucking other buttons that were on here?
Okay.
I mean, a lot of the games do. This is actually a pretty good looking game.
I told you! What did I say? What did I say?
This game don't look bad.
Right?
And you know why? Because the actual the environment, the road is 3D. Jesus Christ, but it moves way too fucking quick.
Yeah.
I said this game has the word super in front of it. It's going to be amazing. And I was right.
This doesn't look bad.
I'm right. Yeah, it's almost like Hang On.
It doesn't look 64 bits necessarily.
What did I
but
say?
Like, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the fact that it's running, even Super Hang On only ran at 30.
True.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Hang On only ran at 30.
Yeah.
Even games like Outrun only ran at 30.
Yep, except the Saturn version. Has a 60 frames mode.
Is it really wrong?
Yeah, of the old.
Wow!
game.
I'm fine.
This game's hard.
I want other bikers, though. That's the only thing.
They are. They're just whooping my ass.
Oh, you're right. Holy shit, they are in the freaking thing.
You far behind.
A little bit.
This is one of those like, well, it's
You have to be amazing.
one of those racing is you have to
Yeah.
be perfect from
Yeah.
the start. One of Jag's best games. I believe it. But
Ooh, it's
to answer
scary.
your question, Steve, back in the late 80s when competing consoles like in television, in particular, and ColecoVision came out, they had numeric keypads on them. And the Atari 5200 even had a numeric keypad. Why they decided to hold over having a numeric keypad in 1993? I surely don't know.
Because Atari was stuck in the
It was literally never used.
Yeah,
Like,
Atari was stuck in the 80s. I just
Jesus
want to know what
Christ.
game actually utilized this shit.
All the games,
we
most
have
games
used it.
have use of
Doom, you switched weapons with it. You used
Oh,
the
okay.
map with it. Like
Okay.
it was not every single button was used, but it was just like it's not acting like a keypad, right?
Yeah,
it's not acting
yeah.
like a touchtone phone. It's
Fucking
just
hell.
extra buttons.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Just think of it like
Okay,
you
that's
just
not
get
great.
12
No
more
wonder.
fucking buttons on your controller.
Yeah, and like I was telling Max where you got here, if you look, you'll see little two.
I was not
holes
even
here,
hitting break.
here, and the games would come with overlays that you would snap into these holes right here, and they would cover up the keypad,
Oh.
and it would tell you what it would be like button for a symbol for whatever it is in the
And you would do
game.
moves with that thing on there.
Right.
Yeah,
So it
shit
kind of
like
tell you could look down and see like guns. or
Okay,
maps
okay,
or
I can see
whatever.
a use for that. I mean, that kind of works. It's like, I feel like these motherfuckers wanted you to like call a phone number or some shit and be like,
No, it's weird that it has like a dial tone and a
Yeah.
star.
Yeah. And a lot of games ended up just using it for codes and cheats.
yeah. They have a card that goes into them, a card.
Yeah, the overlay goes in.
Yeah,
That's what that little slot is for.
Yeah.
yeah, overlay. So
Oh,
I
geez.
guess it was designed so that they people didn't accidentally push the buttons when they're playing the game and shit like that, so the overlay would be there, so they wouldn't like.
I still don't really know why they thought, because I mean, like before the Jaguar was made, they were prototyping a console called the Atari Panther. It was gonna be a 32-bit console, and it got They basically decided to cancel it. We're going to make a 64-bit Jaguar.
Yeah.
But even by 1990, no one was using keypads.
Shit,
You know, like that was something from like that was decade-old shit at that point.
Atari was just behind the times, man. They're just like, yes, this is still going on. They're like, no, it's not.
And I was going to say this a little while back. I actually do want to try the game.
I mean, touch-tone phones lasted until like even the late 90s.
Yeah, I just don't know what gaming purposes they figured it would be used
No clue.
for. Get me off this, dude. You know, I'll soft reset. But what I was gonna say, because we went through that whole Atari day, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna see what the options are. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think Atari was kind of fucking dead by the 80s. Like, I don't think really any of their games that came out were
after the crash. Yes, they had their limelight for a little while, right in like the 70s and early 80s, and then once the crash happened in 83, they never really recovered.
Yeah.
Like, all of this shit is literally, like, almost before all of us were born.
Brazil. France. Germany.
Ross!
Hungary.
Because at that point, Nintendo just took the fuck over. And they were just, like, in chase mode with Nintendo, and even still trying to, like, keep with the Atari-isms that had made them sort of popular.
Like, man, you ain't catching up.
But then Sega, you know, it was pretty clear that the video game industry had moved to Japan.
Yeah.
Like, by that point.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't.
Or the console industry.
I don't
Would you say
think
that the video game industry was born in USA?
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. But man, I don't know. Like,
That guy going. He almost fell off the
Like, you get pretty much, like, most of the video game industry boils down to, like, the Midwest, like Chicago and areas like that. Like, a ton of the industry came from there.
yeah.
But yeah, like, Americans were pretty much the video game origin foundation of everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, once the console boom of the 80s and the early 90s, yes, it was mostly focused in Japan.
Crazy how the market will just shift to whoever is actually doing a better job of making
It was
the product,
just, you know, here's the thing. I just think it was talent. I don't think once you got past like those really simple score-based games, most of Atari's shit just didn't hold up. Like, I don't know what it is, lack of ambition or what, or they just got like. They just got, you know,
stuff like adventure and things like that, but
Yeah.
like, they never really got any better. And like,
Right,
Nintendo essentially executed on all the concepts that Atari kind of had, and just did them so much better.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't know, like, did they get wealthy early on, and because like, you know, like one person or two people would make a game.
Yeah.
Back then, and like, oh, it's successful, and then they got wealth or whatever.
Yeah, and that's how Atari got big, is that they didn't end up needing to sell a lot of copies of a game because they literally spent almost nothing making them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, almost fucking nothing actually creating them. So people would just make them in their garage in a few weeks type shit.
Yeah. And I don't know. For me, I'm like, maybe they had early success and we're fine with it, or whatever. But like, once you got past whenever games like Adventure or whatever came out, for the most part, like,
It was good.
shit,
Not anymore.
I was, but
Yeah, he jinxed it.
he did. I don't know. It just, to me, it just seemed like Atari hit a fucking ending point real quick there, and
He's trying to run you off, bro.
he sure is. He's a dick. And I don't know. I just, my personal beef or opinion really is that even with Jaguar, when we got here and we saw a lot of the stuff they were either making or outsourcing or whatever, like they just didn't make good games. They didn't make games
Playground
that
video,
competed.
Tiffany? Playgrounds are dangerous.
Like, when you see how like Mario was, and then Mario 2, Mario 3, and you see like Mega Man and like Castlevania,
Ninja Gaiden, all this shit.
Gaiden, it's kind of like they never really got up to that level. Like,
We got Zork or Zomp or whatever that was,
yeah.
Zool.
shit like that. And that was just Amiga stuff. That was just stuff from like computer-based
Yeah,
systems
right.
in Europe.
Parts are dangerous.
And that's what this sort of feels like. This feels like badly run versions of PC games.
Yeah, and that's what it is actually.
Yeah.
It's badly run versions of like European computers of the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
Was it the system just couldn't handle it? Or?
That's what the system was.
Yeah, it was just PC.
Old ass.
And it's like, I don't want to like shit on, oh, Atari is like classic. Atari is you know, the birth of video games. And I'm like, it's true, but I also kind of feel just like they were kind of done. Cool. By the time, like, Adventure is really cool. You want to try this?
Yeah, let me try.
I don't know how to get off the screen, so I just soft reset it.
The B button.
Okay, cool. But it's like, yeah, I can kind of respect it, but like, they never wanted to really go beyond the 2600, and when they did, it just, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those weird things where I'm just kind of like, Nintendo kind of kept upping their game. Like, you look at Nintendo and Sega of the 80s, and they just kept improving. They just kept going forward. They kept pushing forward. And I don't know what Atari did, because 2600 lasted for a long time, gets to the crashes. They have like the 5200, they have like their Atari line of computers, but like, their games are just kind of bleh.
Bleh, bleh.
Roll fast as fuck, boy.
Damn.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Damn.
How much was the Jaguar when it came out?
Not actually, like $300
$250, I believe, at launch. I believe.
with tax was $300.
Well, bro, and if you want to talk about like 93 money, probably
Yeah,
like
it's like
600 or something.
To be one of the big boys, they have this thing. And you're playing all the
Yeah, they never grew and innovated from their beginnings, and that's kind of really it. Oh.
Fuck you.
And I kind of wish there was some more standout games that to try on the Lynx. Because what we saw on the Lynx wasn't that. I mean, Clax was probably Atari's best game they made post Crash, probably.
Clax.
Oh, Clax, dude. Puzzle.
If that even was Atari, I'm not even sure. It might be Midway. I think it was Atari though. I don't know. It is the 1990s, and it is time for Clax.
Damn. It's time for Clax.
Get clacked, bitch.
These old school racing games in the arcade, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Everything else is moving except for the car.
Manix TT.
Superbike.
Damn.
This is the one game we're actually all are impressed about. Everything else is... I don't like that.
Because it runs like an arcade game. It's like a classic version of Hang On, right?
Where are we?
Canada.
Canada.
Oh, Canada. There's the maple trees. You see them?
Hockey's home and native land.
Ugh.
That turn.
Okay, Clax was Midway, so yeah, I don't know what Atari did after the fall, really, at that point. It was...
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
I don't know how to take turns fast, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
You just break.
I just have to brake to even make the turn.
Yeah.
Go to the playground is
exactly.
dangerous, Tiffany. Playgrounds are dangerous.
Oh, boy. Nice. Good stuff.
Damn.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it is.
It works.
It works. It is fun.
It's good, simple fun.
Arguably,
That was my pick.
in a situation where this would be an absolute, like, you know, like, whatever kind of game on any other system on the Jaguar, one of the best games on this console.